My sister helped my wife hide her affair and laughed in my face. I waited, collected proof, and exposed them both in one night. I found out on a Tuesday. Not because I'm some genius detective, but because my sister got drunk at my daughter's birthday party and couldn't stop smiling at me like she knew the world's funniest joke and I was the punchline. Sarah and I had been married 9 years. 2 kids, 7 and 4. I worked 60-hour weeks as an electrical contractor. She worked part-time at a dental office. We weren't perfect, but I thought we were solid. I thought I knew her. I thought I knew my sister. The affair started 6 months before I found out. His name was Marcus. He worked at the same dental practice. Younger than me by 8 years, no kids, drove a Mustang he probably couldn't afford. The kind of guy who posts gym selfies and calls women females. I should have seen it coming when Sarah started dressing differently for work, when she suddenly needed her phone on her at all times, when sex became something she did out of obligation rather than want. But I didn't see it. I was busy. I was tired. I trusted her. My sister Emma knew the whole time. She covered for Sarah when she said she was going out with Emma but was actually in some hotel room. She helped delete texts. She gave her alibis. And at that birthday party, watching me light candles on my daughter's cake, she couldn't keep the contempt off her face. "You really have no idea, do you?" she whispered when we were alone in the kitchen. I stared at her. "What?" She laughed. Actually laughed. "Nothing. You just look so clueless. It's kind of sad." That night, after everyone left, I checked Sarah's phone while she was in the shower. She'd gotten sloppy, confident. The messages with Marcus were right there. Months of them. Explicit. Planning meetups. Talking about me like I was an obstacle, a burden, something temporary. But what gutted me was the group chat with Emma. The two of them laughing about how easy it was to fool me. Emma calling me the human doormat. Sarah saying she was just waiting for the right time to leave, that she needed to secure her exit first. They joked about how I'd probably cry. How I'd beg. I didn't confront her that night. I took screenshots of everything. I didn't sleep. I just sat in the dark and planned. For 3 weeks, I said nothing. I was calm. Helpful. Loving, even. I let her think she'd won. I hired a lawyer quietly. I documented everything, times, dates, hotel receipts I found, more messages. I met with a private investigator who got photos of her and Marcus together. I transferred money into an account she didn't know about. I talked to her family without telling them why. Then I threw a dinner party. I invited both our families. Emma came with her husband. Sarah's parents. My parents. Our closest friends. 20 people total. Sarah thought it was just a casual get-together. She was relaxed, happy even. She and Emma kept exchanging these little smiles across the table. After dessert, I stood up with my wine glass like I was going to make a toast. "I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight," I said. "Especially my sister Emma, who's been such an amazing support to Sarah these past 6 months." Emma's smile faltered. Sarah's face went white. In fact, Emma's been so supportive that she helped Sarah hide her affair with her coworker Marcus. Helped delete texts. Gave her alibis. Even made fun of me in group chats for not figuring it out. The room went silent. Sarah stood up. "What are you?" "Sit down," I said. My voice didn't shake. "I have screenshots. I have photos. I have hotel receipts. I have recordings of you two laughing about how stupid I am." I pulled out my phone and played a voice memo I'd recorded of Sarah on a call with Marcus 3 days earlier, talking about leaving me after she got what she needed from the settlement. Her mother started crying. Emma's husband looked like he'd been punched. My sister tried to speak but nothing came out. "I've already filed for divorce," I said. "I'm seeking full custody based on parental alienation and documented infidelity. You'll be hearing from my lawyer Monday." I looked at Emma. "And your husband might want to check your phone. I'm guessing this isn't the first time you've helped someone cheat." Then I left. Just walked out of my own house and got in my truck. I didn't yell. Didn't beg. Didn't give them the satisfaction. Behind me, I heard Sarah screaming my name. Emma sobbing. Chaos. I didn't look back. The fallout was nuclear. Sarah's parents disowned her within a week. Turns out conservative Catholic families don't take kindly to adultery, especially when it's exposed in front of 20 witnesses. Her father called her a disgrace. Her mother wouldn't return her calls. Emma's husband found out she'd been having an emotional affair with a coworker herself. She'd been projecting, living vicariously through Sarah while nurturing her own exit strategy. He divorced her within 3 months. She lost her kids too. He got primary custody when the court saw evidence of her helping Sarah abandon hers. Marcus? Gone the second things got messy. Blocked Sarah on everything. Apparently homewrecking is only fun when it's secret. The custody battle was brutal but short. My lawyer presented everything. The messages where Sarah talked about the kids as inconveniences, the times she'd left them with babysitters to meet Marcus, the group chat where she and Emma joked about me being stuck with the kids while she got to have a life. The judge was not amused. I got primary custody. Sarah got supervised visitation every other weekend, and even that she barely uses. She shows up late, leaves early, spends the whole time on her phone. My daughter asked me last month why mommy doesn't love us anymore. My son doesn't even ask about her. Sarah had to move in with a friend because her parents wouldn't take her. She lost her job at the dental office. Turns out sleeping with a coworker and causing a massive scandal is bad for business. She works at a coffee shop now. Makes barely enough to cover her share of an apartment with 2 roommates. She tried to reach out to me exactly once, about 4 months after everything exploded. A long email about how she made mistakes but I'd humiliated her and ruined her life by exposing her publicly. How I should have handled it privately like an adult. I didn't respond. What's there to say? She wanted privacy for her betrayal but a public marriage. She wanted discretion for her lies but demanded honesty from me. The logic didn't track then and it doesn't now. I see her sometimes when she picks up the kids. She looks tired. Older. She doesn't make eye contact. There's no smirk anymore, no secret jokes with Emma. Just a hollow woman who gambled her family on a fantasy and lost everything. Emma texts me sometimes, trying to apologize. I have her blocked everywhere but she makes new numbers. I was a bad sister. I was wrong. Can we talk? No. We can't. Some bridges don't get rebuilt. The worst part? I don't even feel vindicated. I just feel tired. My kids are in therapy. My daughter has nightmares. My son acts out at school. I'm a single father working 60 hours a week and trying to be 2 parents at once. I'm exhausted. But at least I'm not a liar. At least my kids know I stayed. At least when they're older and they ask what happened, I can show them the truth instead of feeding them a fantasy. Sarah destroyed our family for a man who didn't even stick around for the fallout. She threw away 9 years, 2 kids, and everyone who ever loved her because she thought she deserved more excitement. She thought I'd never find out. She thought she was smarter than me. She wasn't. And now she gets to live with that. Last week my daughter asked me if mommy is ever coming back to live with us. I told her the truth. No, baby. Mommy made choices that hurt our family, and now we're building a new life without her. She nodded like she understood. Maybe she doesn't yet. But someday she will. I don't hate Sarah anymore. I just don't think about her. She's a stranger who looks like someone I used to love. And that, somehow, is worse than hate. If you're reading this and you're on the edge of making the same choice she did, if you're justifying it, if you think you won't get caught, if you think your partner will forgive you or that the thrill is worth the risk, let me save you the suspense. It's not. You won't just lose your partner. You'll lose your kids' trust. Your family's respect. Your friends. Your reputation. Yourself. And no one will feel sorry for you. Because you'll deserve every bit of what comes next.